Raddages. Happy Tuesday. So, instead of a question, I'm going to infuse it. I'm in DC. I'm going to infuse it with personal experience and some tips. So, yesterday I talked about email marketing. Today, one of the questions I got when I woke up this morning was about e-commerce and what do I think about it and what's been my general experience with e-commerce. So, before I get into e-commerce, I always want to recommend you guys that like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching this uploaded to YouTube, or just follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, find us on our Facebook page. You can use at Rebrattagy to find us on most places, or just search us by looking at Bautista Marketing Services. So, e-commerce, what is it? Why does it matter? And my personal experience. So first, I'm going to just start off with my personal experience about e-commerce. When I first started my small business venture, I started with B Repair Computers, which you can find on Instagram as well on Facebook and everything else. And I was reselling, allergies. I was reselling computer parts. I was reselling refurbished items. I was reselling game stuff. Anything you can think of in that kind of spectrum, because that was what my first business venture was. So once I had gotten my first website from WordPress, I decided, hey, I need a platform other than Instagram to sell my merchandise that's reliable and effective. So I started doing research, right? Anybody would go to Google and say, hey, what's the cheapest, most effective e-commerce site? Because at the time, I didn't have a big following and I didn't have a lot of revenue income stream yet, right? I'm okay now, sort of, between Bautista Marketing Services and B Repair, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So I didn't really look into it. I didn't have the knowledge to take in and do my background in marketing like I have now, and actually use what I've learned to say, I know I want to save money, but what's the most cost effective for me? So I looked into WooCommerce, and it was okay. I made my first couple sales there because, I'm okay relatively at communication, and I'm good. I'm great at marketing. So my first 2 sales went off without a hitch. I connected my PayPal. They didn't take a huge percentage. I went to go ship it at the local United States Postal Service or FedEx or UPS, whatever it was that I was doing, right? And it was smooth, but at some point when I started selling more and more merchandise, I got limited. Okay, so I have, let's say, 6 hard drives I wanted to sell at a day. Well, WooCommerce would limit the amount of product I could do. It would limit my customization of my storefront, and, it limited what I could do. And I found myself quickly frustrated. So then I said, you know what? It's time to go to Shopify. Shopify, I paid what I needed to pay. It was easy to set up. The customization was easy, right? So I started to find myself more happy with the user experience I was getting. Not just the sales, but the user experience and the price. Because yes, there are many ways you can do it for free. Like I said in the beginning, Instagram is a okay source if you're selling products. But I also was selling services too, which is a different video for another day. But for products, I would totally recommend Shopify. And reason why e-commerce is important for the person that sent me into my inbox. E-commerce is important because it keeps brand consistency. What do I mean by brand consistency? So let's say you're a small mom and pop store and you like doing with flowers. I don't know why I keep going for the flowers thing. Every time I do these walks, I see a flower or something, and it's easy to pop that into my mind to go with it, right? So you're a florist, you're selling flowers, and you're selling seeds and gardening equipment, this, that, and the third, right? So you might want to make sure that you have the right platform that you can optimize for that kind of content, where you can post as many of those products as you want. Because some of these platforms where they say, hey, let us build your e-shop for you. You can use your brand logo. There's no watermarks. You can have unlimited things or only 10 items listed. It's easy integration with PayPal or your bank, and we only take 0.1% out of your transaction, or we don't charge a fee. Weigh your pros and cons with your budget too, by the way. but you're that florist. You want to sell, let's say your inventory got 100 items, but you use WooCommerce and they won't let you list all of them. Or you can't customize it. Let's say your main color is, what we got around here? White and green. That's part of your brand color. That's part of your brand kit. And you can't do that. And you can't upload your logo. So even though it's free, you can list it. You can't keep it consistent. So people will have a hard time recognizing you. And also, another important thing about shopping platforms, you want to make sure that they're diverse enough where you can embed it to different blogs, websites, even your Facebook page. Facebook and Instagram have a great integration, by the way, so I won't worry about that front. But you want to make sure that you can post your brand accordingly and consistently. I can't speak. Another thing I would want to, touch base with before I let you guys go, budget. It's important. Analyze your financial status as a business. Like I told you in my personal story, when I began B Repair, I wasn't financially able to go straight for, X amount of money per month, have them take out a fee, but I still wanted my store. And Instagram wasn't doing it for me. So I had to reevaluate my business goals, saying that Instagram wasn't doing it for me, but I need something I can embed on my website. WooCommerce at the time was great. Once I started getting more and more business and I started to scale, free don't cut it. So let me go to Shopify, where I can customize better, where I can get more done. And that's where, the budget thing comes into play. I can't tell anybody, unless you're one of my clients, this is cost effective for you, so you should do it this way. I can recommend, but I can't, flat out say that this is the greatest platform ever. But again, I also want to state, because I'm uploading this later to YouTube, I'm not an affiliate for Shopify or WooCommerce. I'm just telling you my personal experience. Make sure brand consistency is throughout your e-commerce site. So make sure your brand is there, make sure your contact information is there, make sure you're able to easily connect whatever payout method you want, whether it's PayPal, whether it's your debit card, whether it's your bank. And fees, when you take into consideration for finances, make sure that the fees that they do take out don't hurt your bottom line. Now, if you don't want to use Shopify, WooCommerce, there's tons of them else on my top of my mind, then you of course can do IG, and you can do it through Facebook, but that would constitute you making sure you have a brand strategy. And here at Baptist Marketing, we're more than glad to do that for you. It's called Rebrategy. But I'm going to end this sweet and short. I thank the person who sent me that as a question, and that gave me an opportunity to put my own personal inflection on it. So I'm going to upload this to YouTube like I always do. The subscriptions, you can subscribe based on the link I put in the description. Also, for those who are interested, on Wednesday, 2 p.m., we are going to have our first branding class. So if you are interested, definitely message me so that I can get you that special discount. Say that you saw this on live so that I can get you that special discount. And on top of that, the link for that will also be in the description for this. Check back. And if you don't see the link, message me anyway. I will make sure that if you are truly interested, that you get that discount so you can get in there. This is our very first branding class that will help you with topics such as this and help you learn how to establish yourself as a brand. But that's all for me today, folks. Thanks for checking in with Rebrategy on Instagram. As always, keep it easy, guys, and we'll see you on Wednesday.